Okay. What up, nation? Welcome to a Wise Take NBA DFS podcast. It's Paulie D and CashinDFS breaking down tomorrow's NBA slate. Cash and D back to back jacks today. Just got off the golf show, jumping into this 10-game NBA slate. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing all right. I I did zero research today for NBA
Nice.
and just missed that cash line with Derrick Rose and Booker. Every single other play was phenomenal, but those two killed me. Not
What
barely.
site? What site did you play on?
FanDuel.
What was the score at the cash line?
It was 302 to 304 around that area.
Yeah, all right. I got 352 with Devin Booker in my lineup.
Did you play Josh Jackson?
No, I didn't play Josh Jackson. It's the only one I didn't really have. But I had Yogi, I had Van Fleet, I had Bogdanovich, I had Paul George, I had Kitty Cat, I had
Paul George.
Marvin Bagley.
Still Paul George over Westbrook every day.
It is.
Don't care. This scenario, I get to save 2,000, and I get the same upside.
Yeah, I mean, especially on FanDuel, like this site is just so much more conducive to Paul George. He doesn't turn the ball over that much. He gets a lot of steals and a handful of blocks, like more than Russ. You know, like it just kind of
Yeah,
like
Russ is like Harden. He's a
Yeah.
better DK player
yeah,
with the scoring system.
yeah, he really is. So I'm in agreement with you on FanDuel at least. You just you play Paul George for that discount. You get a better overall team, and you're usually getting about the same scores out of them too. It's rare. They don't usually smash together like they did today, but they're usually like 60 and a 50. You know, pretty consistently.
Yeah, I mean, without the news, my dummy lineup would have been fantastic. But
Yeah,
yeah, because I had
yeah,
DJ over Cat. When Cat did great, but
yeah,
I get to save all that money. Get to save all that money on DJ.
yeah. But once like Yogi Ferrell opened up, it just
Dragon Bender.
yeah, Dragon Bender. Marvin Bagley, like it wasn't exactly a value play, but once all those guys were out, it was like who's gonna do the scoring here? Like you just kind of figured, he was gonna do well. Biggs had been killing Toronto, um, but that's today. We got to look at tomorrow. We got ourselves a nice 10-game slate, biggest one we've had in a while. It's been a while since we had a 10-gamer, and it's a James Harden slate, which means it's a Kenneth Faried slate. I don't know what his prices are, but
That's the first thing I looked because FanDuel didn't have him last time, and I was pissed.
What's his price on FanDuel?
5K.
5K. That's tough. I wonder what he is on.
I'm playing him.
I like it. I think he's worth playing too. I mean, you can survive dropping a 5K punt. Actually, like I've done it this year.
I'm not dropping. I'm not dropping for Reed tomorrow.
Beautiful. It is against the Knicks, which is just a great matchup. We would have had AD, but he's out. We got Joel Embiid against the Spurs. We got Jokic against the Jazz. We got Kyrie, who's now up over 10K against Cleveland. Dude's been just balling. This is a complete smash spot. We got a handful of studs. It's a deep, deep slate. So let's jump into this motherfucker. You'll pretty much cover the FanDuel side of things. I'll cover the FanDuel, the DraftKings, sorry. And we'll see what this thing has in store. So start at point guard as we do, down to, what do you want to go down to, 6 or 5K?
I go to 6.
You go to
5 because your price is a little.
Okay.
Little different.
Sounds good. That's a deal. Go for it.
Well, I get to start with Kyrie Kyrie, since pouting and missing that game and calling LeBron up, dude is totally dominating out there, which he's fully capable of. The guy's phenomenal. He's pretty much a guy that's unstoppable. So at 10-4, it's really based on me of how popular he's going to be tomorrow. If he's popular, like everybody wants to play him at 10-4, I'll pass because his team is super deep. And this is a game where he doesn't have to. Yeah, it could, and he doesn't have to do it, but he has been doing it, and it is Cleveland, so that's a little extra. A little extra. Yeah. If it was in Cleveland, I'd probably just play him either way. But in Boston, I probably more likely fade than not. But the guy is playing fantastic. There's no denying that. Ben Simmons, I wish he was questionable the last game against Houston because he screwed me, but he's questionable today. We'll see how that goes. Mike Conley just smashed the last game.
Yeah, we finally got our money back from that dude. You know? He owed us. He paid it off. He paid his debts.
He's low owned every day. So against Charlotte, I like the matchup. His price jumped up a little bit.
What is it?
He's 8-6.
8-6.
He was just 8 or 7-9, somewhere down there. It was I think it was 8. He's just super low owned every day, so he's a tournament play a lot. And I think it's a good matchup for him. Lowry, I don't like his matchup, but we already know that Kawhi is out tomorrow. He's 7-5, so I do like the price. He's okay. He'd probably be pretty popular, but I do not like that matchup whatsoever. Trae Young never will make my team. I don't think ever. He could play 15 years. I don't know if he ever makes my team because he sucks.
He's another one that, like, it's hard to play him on FanDuel. Like, most of his scoring is on threes, and the guy turns the ball over so fucking much. Like, on FanDuel, he could take a great game and just ruin it with 10 turnovers.
And I'm biased as well. Like, my team gave up Luka for this piece of shit. Like, are you kidding me? Oh, my God. It's the worst. One of the worst decisions in basketball history.
It really is. It really is, man.
So I definitely, like... there's a little extra. Not only do I think he sucks, but there's just extra. To just see that guy's face, I get pissed. And above 6K, that's it. Like that. Moutier is decent. I think that. I mean, he does have upside, but I think Burke is gonna probably come back tomorrow, maybe still a couple minutes. So I don't know. He's all right. But that's it above 6.
That's it. All right. You said Moutier, that last one?
Yeah.
What's his price?
6'3".
6'3". Man, it's been a long time since the Knicks have really been on the slate, and we've even like cared for any of their guys. It's interesting. There's some things we'll talk about on that team today. On the DraftKings side of things, man, like, you know, I'll keep the shooting guard guys at shooting guard, so at least our conversations are in order. Like, Kyrie Irving is 9-4 over here. I pretty much feel the same way as you. Like, we'll see the popularity. I doubt I end up on him because I don't believe he'll get his last rotation here. Like, I think he's
How much is he there?
9-4. Yeah, like I don't think he'll come out for the end of the fourth quarter. So like he's gonna need to get you that 60 in 3 quarters. Depth of this slate, I just don't think I end up on something like that. Drew Holiday against Detroit. He's a shooting guard. We'll talk about him over there. Kemba Walker's the next guy on the list against Memphis. I could do that. It's kind of like he's going to have to do it. I just don't like the pace and all that kind of situation here. But there's if you play this game 10 times, Kemba goes for over 50, maybe 3 times out of 10, I would say. And he's 8K, so like, you know, a 53, you're really happy with stuff like even the low 50s. I'm cool with Mike Conley over here at 7,500. That's a really nice price with a guy with triple-double upside, and his team's got injuries left and right. We'll see who's in, who's out. Like, Gasol's been playing, but again, he's, you know, we're not sure he's going to be like a game-time decision. Joakim Noah's out. Not that he affects Conley all that much, and a handful of other guys. Just another one of these teams going through the injury bug. Chris Dunn is pretty cheap. He's 6'3". He's a point guard against Atlanta. That is kind of interesting to me just because, like, Chris Dunn can go get 4 or 5 steals in a game, and He's playing on the other side of Trae Young, so I can get behind that. Elf is 6-1, seeing a usage increase with AD off. I could do that as well. I mean, this slate is deep. Um, I'll cut it off there, but there's other guys I didn't even mention that are interesting as well. I mean, you got Moody at 5'6". If you like him on FanDuel at 6'3", like he's even more interesting here at 5'6". So there's a lot to like. Take us down to V-Town. Let me know what you see down there.
I do agree with John Griston.
Yeah.
I skipped him, but love the matchup.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't been playing well, so that'll lower his ownership some, and definitely massive upside there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Especially on like FanDuel. You can get 15 points in steals.
Yeah, he could have 5 steals, no doubt about that. Spencer Dinwiddie. The other day he was higher owned than Napier, which I thought was wild. But
yeah,
he's in these 3 guys: Napier, Dinwiddie, and Russell. Let me see. Let me find Napier's price. It came up a little bit. You can't play Dinwiddie and Russell together.
Like, I don't think you play any of them together.
On FanDuel, because Napier is still cheap enough, I can play him and Russell, but I wouldn't play him and Dinwiddie. I don't necessarily like Napier and Russell together, because if Napier is playing really well, he's going to steal minutes from Russell. I don't like any of them together. But on FanDuel, where I could drop the 4K price, but yeah, Dinwiddie, he has upside. He's going to be lower on than Russell. Russell's going to be pretty popular tomorrow. He just dominated the same team. Mm-hmm. Dinwiddie is in play in tournaments every day, but do never play him and Russell together. I don't know if they could even go off together. I don't think it's possible. Patrick Beverley had himself another good game today. The guy's playing minutes at this particular moment. He has downside. He has upside. Not a big fan of that 5-5 price tag, but he is decent. Reggie Jackson sucks at basketball. Never play him ever. I would rather play Jose Calderon at min price than Reggie Jackson. If Ish Smith is out, never play Reggie Jackson. Make your life a lot better. Jeremy Lin, 4-6. He's interested in tournaments for me every day, because I know he can go get 30, 35, even 40 if he plays enough minutes. Terry Rozier, if you think Boston's going to blow him out, he's okay. Don't love that. TJ McConnell at 4-2, but Napier is a better play to me. Napier is pretty much going to go get you a fantasy point per minute. His minutes jumped up 2 games ago. What was it, last game where I played him?
Last game, I think.
No, his minutes went up to 18 against Orlando. You hope for 20, but the game against Sacramento, he didn't play much, but he still produced. I like Napier because the guy scores fantasy points. That's pretty much it, unless you want to go all the way down to Puntville, where you could do a Patty Mills. Trey Burke, I wouldn't do returning. I just don't think he gets enough minutes, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, this position sounded really deep. I mean, I don't know. Maybe all the others are too, but I don't envision punting point guard tomorrow. It sounded like there's a lot of interesting plays up above. On DraftKings, there's really not a ton either. Like on the value end, that's like crazy exciting. You got DJ Augustine at 4-8 against Brooklyn. Brooklyn plays in the most close games. You're gonna get 4 full rotations more than likely. I don't know if Aaron Gordon's still in or out, but it doesn't really impact Augustine all that much. At 4-8, you can kind of just always play this guy. He's fairly consistent. He has upside. It doesn't happen all that often, but he's shown it more this year than he has in the past. I'll say that. TJ McConnell, if Ben Simmons is out, that's going to be like absolute. That's probably the extent of it, man. Like, I like the way Pat Beverly's been playing, but now he's 5K. I don't see doing that. Yeah, let's move it over to shooting guard. Bump aside. Tell me what you see over there.
How much did you say Beverly was on there?
4, 5.
Oh, you said 5. Wow. It's James Harden. I'm a little pissed that they lowered his price.
For what?
They lowered it to 13.5. I wanted to stay at 14.
Yeah.
You can raise it to 14.5. Please be my guest. If whatever you can do to lower the ownership, I'm down. 15K, I'm down. Let's go. I'll make a team with James Harden for 15K. Uh, I love James Harden. I've played him every day, I believe, since Chris Paul went out, except the 2 games against Memphis. What did he do? Had two good games.
Yeah.
He's coming off of a game where his team got blown out. He's playing under the big lights at the Garden against a bad team. Yes, please, and thank you. James Harden will make my team tomorrow. I can guarantee it, 100%. Drew Holiday, he's got to pick up some of that offense. But I'm not a guy that likes to pick on Detroit with players. That's just a bias for me. He's 9.5. I don't think it's a terrible play, but I could save almost $1,000 on D'Angelo Russell, who's been balling in a much better matchup. I like D'Angelo Russell. I think he's going to be pretty popular, and he can bust because Dinwiddie could take over. The perfect scenario is that you play Dinwiddie and fade Russell, and Dinwiddie balls, and Russell watches from the bench if you're a GPP man like myself. But he is a good play, no question. Will be interesting to see if Jimmy Butler plays or not.
Mm-hmm.
He did miss the last game. DeMar DeRozan is always a tournament option because he has massive upside and massive downside. Lou Williams, how many minutes did he play today? I think he was going to be limited.
That's 23. A good question. 23.
23. I don't love it against Miami, but this guy has upside against anybody he plays. Evan Fournier's been playing well, but I'm not a guy that would pay 6-1 for Evan Fournier, but I don't think he's the worst play. This slate is pretty deep. That's it.
It is really deep. I mean, James Harden 13-4, like it on DraftKings, and like we've seen them blow out a few teams, and he's still gone for 80. And like, it really doesn't matter because if they do blow out the Knicks in 3 quarters, that means Harden went for 80 in 3 quarters. Like, if the game stays close, then Harden could go for 100 here. Like, you just keep playing the guy, you know, and like the addition of Fareed, in my opinion, is just more chance for assists. It's like,
yes, it helps him.
It helps him, you know. It definitely helps him. More offensive rebounds, and he gets two 3-point attempts on a possession. Like, it's just a good thing. Drew Holiday up top, I like him too. Just much bigger role without AD, and the guy is just good, you know. In Detroit, they don't guard guards well at all. I mean, D'Angelo Russell's 8K. I'm probably not going to play him, but I'll be worried about it until his game ends because the guy is explosive and he's playing really well right now. Victor Oladipo is 7.7. DeMar DeRozan is 7.6. I like them both. Like, that's just really, really cheap pricing that you don't see for either of these guys. Love scoring guards against Philly. You know, like we talk about, they're going to need to do it. Victor Oladipo against Toronto, DeMar DeRozan against Philly. Like, both those games should be very good. And, like, these guys are underpriced. It's just really attractive, in my opinion. And Victor Oladipo has been shooting like shit. Like, the moment that turns around and he has like a 15 for 20 shooting day, you know, hits like 4 plus from outside, like, he's going to go off because the peripherals are always there and they have been blowing a lot of teams out, and like, he doesn't get those final rotations. Against Toronto, he really should. I like both these guys a ton. Wow. Zach LaVine at 6'9" against Atlanta. He could definitely go for a 40 spot there. Slate is loaded. Tim Hardaway Jr. is 5'9" against Houston. Houston has been giving up great games to their opponents. And, you know, Tim Hardaway is one of the Knicks we can usually count on to get good minutes. If he gets hot at home shooting, you know, he can get you a 40 at 5'9". You'd be thrilled with that. If Jimmy Buckets is out, J.J. Redick's got to come on into play. 5'5" against the Spurs. Definitely on DraftKings where, you know, maybe he hits 7 threes and you just kind of load up on points that way. Slate is deep. I'll cut it off there. What do you see in Value Town?
I don't even see
Nothing.
J.J. Redick. No. I don't see J.J. Redick here.
Maybe they moved him a small forward?
No way. Come on, man. They did. They moved
They
him to
did.
small forward. Oh my God, what are you guys doing?
Nothing about JJ Redick says forward. You know.
No, he's not a small forward.
No.
But okay, whatever. Yeah, no, I agree. Tim Hardaway Jr. If you're gonna stack the game, of course too. But he's just been playing like ass. But the guy's a shooter. He can get hot. I like the matchup. Terrence Ross coming off of a ceiling game. I don't know. I just do know that I love the matchup. If Gordon is out, I like Terrence Ross more. If Gordon is in, I don't like him as much, but he's 5'4". He could have a ceiling game here, but I don't like guys coming off of absolute ceiling games. But he is decent. Eric Gordon totally destroyed me the other day as well. In New York, I could go back because the guy can get a 40. Um, he's gonna play. Like, D'Antoni is gonna play these guys. Even if they blow him out, he's gonna play enough minutes. I think he's okay. D Wade is just cheap. He's cheap, and he's another guy that's low owned pretty much every day. A guy that has 40-point upside. I like picking on the Clippers. The Clippers on a back-to-back. Going to run that offense on the second unit. At 4'9", that with a guy that scored over 30 fantasy points 2 of his last 3 games, why wouldn't you play that? And he's going to be low owned. He's low owned every day. But his price is down, so people will probably jump on. But D Wade is a good play. Oh, show. Delon Wright, don't like that matchup, but we know that Kawhi is out, so it's okay.
Oh, Kawhi's been ruled out?
Yeah, I saw that he's going to be out for 2 games, so that would include today.
All right. I thought maybe they rested him today for the back-to-back thing so that they could play him against Indy.
I'm almost certain that I saw he's going to miss the next 2, so we'll see. It'll come out tomorrow. Marco Bellinelli gets a little revenge here. He's 4'5". If he really sucks, I could drop him. I'd rather not drop him, but it's decent. Jaylen Brown, if they dominate, he could dominate in the fourth quarter. The guy, we know he can get 40. He's gotten 40 many times recently. He's 4'3", so I like that a lot. Alex Burke is super cheap. 3.8. Wowee.
That is cheap.
It's against Boston, but 3.8. Oof. I mean, the guy has massive upside at 3.8. He's a tournament play, but he's not been playing really well. But that's definitely a tournament play. You can't say that Alec Burke at 3.8 isn't a tournament play when he can get a 40.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that.
And you could drop him if you don't. You know, I mean, 3.8. Anyone on FanDuel that can get a 40 and it's 3.8 and the team is shorthanded, like, yes. I can't argue that at all. You know, and I won't be. Austin Rivers on the DraftKings at 4.6. I'm hoping to God that's not a good one, but, you know, it's decent. They could blow him out, and he plays like the whole fourth quarter. We've seen him, you know, smash value a few times in this late run of the Harden era. Jaylen Brown against Cleveland, I like that at 4.3, and, you know, he's kind of game flow proof. You know, he'll run with that second unit into the blowouts. He sometimes has great games when in tight games where he's coming off the bench and sometimes closes like that price. I'm trying to see where.
What about Waiters? He's entered that rotation with over 20 minutes, 2 games in a row.
So I love Dion Waiters. Like, he's just a player that I like. You know what I mean? Like, he'll like.
He's aggressive. I like guys that are aggressive.
He used to love playing LeBron. You know, like every time the Heat played the Cavs, like I was playing Dion Waiters, and like, you know, he like wasn't scared of like, you know, the matchup, and he exactly like he in 26 minutes he takes 16 shots. You know, like in like his first game back this year, played 11 minutes. He got 9 shots up in those 11 minutes. Like, you know, this guy ain't waiting. You know, so I like him too. The thing is, like, I tweeted this or said, why is Ronnie Magruder still like starting playing? Like, they got rid of the other shooting guard, the guy who was like a good 3-point shooter. What was that guy's name? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, Ellington.
Ellington. Like they were like, all right, thanks for your contributions early in the year when guys were hurt, but now you're at the end of the bench, and like it's time to do that with Magruder and put Dion Waiters in the starting lineup if you don't want to start Wade. But it like annoys me that like he's really got to do well because with the entire Miami team, you don't know what the rotation is on any given night. And like, I want to play Dion Waiters. He's 4-3. Like, I love it, but I am nervous. I liked it when he was crazy cheap, and I like playing him on FanDuel. So I can.
How much is he?
4-3.
He's 4-7.
Yeah,
it's just
tough.
cheap for a guy that. Like,
yeah.
That is aggressive. He's aggressive as shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Miami's rotations is like. It's D Wade is like one of the safest guys on Miami because he's going to play between 22 to 27 minutes somewhere around there every night.
As long as they don't get, as long as it's not a blowout, because he's, if it's a blowout, he's coming right out. You know what I mean? Like
Olynyk comes and leaves. Like all these guys just come and leave.
Neckcat, Hassan Whiteside, we start him, but we don't play him in the fourth quarter.
Whiteside and Bam, you never know.
It's just a difficult team to like roster when they're fully healthy. Once guys get injured, it's glorious. But I'm cool. I like Dion Waiters. I'm cool with it, but I'm just venting my frustration because it's just I want to be playing him every day. He should be starting over Ronnie Magruder, and the team would be better. So that's my 2 cents. Do you know if Drummond is going to be back? He's got that concussion.
He didn't practice today.
He hasn't practiced.
I don't think he's gonna pass it in time to play.
Okay, so with him out, like I'd very rarely ever play Reggie Bullock. He's 4-5, but he does have upside, and they are playing New Orleans. And Luke Kennard, who's cheaper, I really like his game, and he's had much bigger usage, and he's only 200. Oh no, he's 3,800. He's 700 cheaper than Reggie Bullock. Like I can definitely get behind a value punt with him as long as Drummond's out against New Orleans. They're gonna get like 7 more possessions this game, so I can get behind a Luke Kennard too.
I like that.
Yeah.
He's coming off a bad game.
Yeah, I don't care. I look at the box scores to see like the shot attempts. Like I don't even care if they had a good game or not. It's like I prefer them coming off a bad game because it's gonna lower my ownership. Right. Moving over to small forward and do your thing.
Oh wow, FanDuel moved Tobias to small forward. That's good.
I want to know like in the meeting, like who decided that? Why? Like they're like
Well, Gallo is out, so
yeah, and they have Montrezl and Tobias.
So you could play both of them and not take up both power forwards.
Yeah, but really Montrezl.
Like right when
Gallo
comes back, he's gonna go right back to power forward.
He will.
I don't like him really on a back-to-back against Miami. But Mirotic, if Kawhi is out, oh man, it's such a big price drop because Tobias is just out for me. It's like I don't even see him at 8K coming off back-to-back against Miami. I don't see him. He's not in my life. So it starts with Mirotic. The guy's 6'7". I mean, I do like that. I love the upside there. I love that there's so many more rebounds without AD down there. This guy is a rebounding machine. He can get hot from the floor. He's at home. He's 6'7". He has 55-point upside.
Reggie Bullock is a terrible defender too. Like hard.
I like it. Like they are gonna be paced down here, but I mean I don't care. They're
not
home.
Much.
Yeah. It's too good for me to pass up at 6'7".
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Winslow. I love to target the Clippers.
Mm-hmm. What's his price? Is it like 7K still?
6'4". He's come down.
I like that.
Of a few bad games. Like the guy is handling the rock a lot. He's like playing point guard out there.
Yep.
I do like it at 6'4". I think every guy that plays minutes against the Clippers is in play.
Yeah.
But I do prefer Winslow to Josh Richardson, but both are in play. And that's it above 6. Oh, I like Winslow, especially like if Mirtic just gonna take a big chunk of that ownership. I
Uh-huh.
think Winslow is a phenomenal tournament play if he's gonna be way or lower owned than Mirtic.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like small forward is the weakest position we've run into so far, and by a lot. And
Yeah.
you know, on FanDuel, like when that happens on positions, like today on FanDuel, it was only 4 game slate, but like I was surprised Cat wasn't higher owned, to be honest. I know we had DeAndre Jordan, but after that, it felt like there was like no other options. You know what I mean? Like you want to go pay Nurk 9K, I guess. Steven Adams at 8-2, but it was like it was two guys, and
I mean,
that's
Cat was the best player on the entire slate.
I
Like,
know, I
he
know,
had the most upside on the entire slate
I
by a
know.
lot.
It was crazy to me, like
Well, I mean,
even
Russ was there, but
yeah, Russ was there, but you could have fit them both easy.
yeah, you could. Cat was the number one player on the slate, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
by far because of the position, like where he ranked at his position. Um, on DraftKings, it's like the same kind of story. I mean, Tobias Harris is 7-8. It's not happening here either. Then you take a Swift drop, and I don't see Miritic. I think they moved him to power
So only
forward.
power forward.
No, power forward center. So we'll
Oh
talk about him over there. He is not a center on that team at all. But
no,
okay. Yeah, we got Justice Winslow over here at 6'4". I can dig that for sure. He's got triple double upside. Doesn't happen all that often, but he contributes across all those statistics, which is nice. To have a guy that's gonna have a piece of like a lot of the possessions. Um, and Terrence Ross, like this guy is just like coming into his own and like
like
it's
he
just
started the year on fucking white hot fire, and
yeah.
then he cooled off, and now he's back.
He's back. Yeah, he's 5'7". Like, oh my god,
Oof.
I can't do that, but I do like the player a ton.
Wow, 5'7" on DK. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Well, I think he's 5'1" here. Hold on,
yeah,
let me see. Where are you, buddy? 5'4".
5'4", like right beneath um the guy on his team.
Much better. Like whenever you have a guy on FanDuel that is lower priced than on DK, he's just a way better FanDuel play
Yeah,
because you don't catch that often.
and he's a guy that can grab peripherals. Like, he can go get
Oh
you
yeah, you
three
can get
steals,
steals.
and
Like
a block or
got,
two. Like,
he got 3-4 steals last game.
yeah, he did. Um, I don't know what's going on with Atlanta, who's in, who's out, but DeAndre Bembry against the Bulls at 5'3", like. Depending if there's a handful of guys out, he could come into play. Like Herder last game, just like randomly was ruled out after lock. I don't know if he's like going to be back. I know Bazemore's still out. Not sure about like Deadman and guys like that. So if there's a bunch of guys out, I could get behind that against the Bulls. And PJ Tucker's 5'2". Um, Now that Fareed's there, it's just like I'm going to play Fareed over PJ Tucker every time. But I could see him doing just fine here, too. I mean, they're still just very shorthanded. Do you know if Eric Gordon's injury is going to keep him out sometime or not? Like he left
No,
last game with an injury. No, he'll be back.
yeah, no, I don't think he's gonna be out.
All right. Yeah, I think it was just like precautionary. So that's it. Take me down to Value Town over there on FanDuel.
Um, I agree with you on Bembry. He's played over 30 minutes, like 5 or 6 games in a row. So
Mhm.
even if Huter plays, I think he's a decent play, but I definitely don't like 5'9". Like the guy is major downside,
Yeah,
but
he
he
does.
can go get you a 40
Yeah,
against Chicago.
yeah,
So I think he's okay. I think he's gonna be really low owned on FanDuel at 5'9".
yeah.
Um, it's just a minute thing. There's just big downside there.
I agree.
JJ Redick at 5'9". Like even if Simmons is out and Butler, like, he's okay. Like it's just not a ton of upside in him at 5'9". He has to really catch fire from the field and put up a lot of real points. I'm not saying he's a bad play, but 5'9" is just getting to that point where I'm like, can he go get me a 40? I think he has a 40 like a couple times this year. I don't know. Probably not for me, but he is a decent play for sure. Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. I like Rudy Gay as a player. Rudy Gay's minutes has been decent the last two. The team was playing well without him, so I was kind of scared. But against Philly at 5-5, like I would rather play Rudy Gay over JJ Redick because I think the upside is just more. You get to save a little, but I don't know. He's fairly priced, I think. Um, I don't like these Utah guys near as much with Rubio back. I don't play Jonathan Isaac personally, but if Gordon is out, he's a decent play. Gerald Green, that's the one. Like the guy is playing minutes. He's gotten you value or more 4 or 5 games in a row at this price.
Mm-hmm.
He's under bright lights. If it does get out of hand, he could stay out on that court. I am a 9.5 lover. Love the guy to death. So the show, love him. He might be one of my favorite small forward players out of everybody. Caspi is decent. Prince came out and shit the bed last game, but he's okay. He's not on a minutes restriction anymore. He has upside, tremendous downside.
It was funny, Torian Prince, like, after Herder got, like, ruled out, people were like, congrats to all the guys who played Prince today.
He got like a 9.
I'm like, you don't know who Torian Prince is. Like, that don't guarantee you nothing.
No, I thought he was a fan.
I did too. I did too, but I was like, it ain't guaranteed with that guy ever.
He was 4-1, and without Cuter out. Like Cuter was in, and I thought he was a great play. But yeah, it's what Terrence Ross is. Like CK calls him TP for a reason. The guy is toilet paper. You just with him. He's not very good, but he can pop. So at 4-4, it's not bad. James Ennis, like I wouldn't jump on that.
Nah.
He's 4-2. He's just tremendous downside. Fareed is I just don't want to do that.
Like, 6-7 guys who are viable. He's got to be the last that I'm interested in, James Ennis. Like, I'm playing PJ Tucker over him. Like, I'm playing Austin Rivers over him. Like, he's at the back of that list for me.
I totally agree. He has 3-point downside. So yeah. Wilson Chandler, I don't think I'll jump on that. But if guys are out, he will get more. Like,
he was impressive last game, man. Double-doubled, like, and it was just
more.
It was just Jimmy out,
Simmons and Butler are both out. Like, then he becomes a play at 4-2, or you're like, why am I playing this guy?
Yep.
So if both are in, I definitely wouldn't go there, but you never know. Miami situation, I love Derrick Jones Jr.
I love this player.
Yeah, me too. I love him as a player, but you never know.
Yeah.
Never know what's going to happen. So, like, I wouldn't do it on DK because I don't know what's going to happen. But on FanDuel, where I could drop him, or he could come out and win me the slate, I could do it. But on DK, I don't mean, it's tough. And that's probably it. That's all she wrote. Yeah. Jonathan Simmons, if Gordon is out, if Gordon's out, Simmons is definitely a good player against Brooklyn at 3-8.
Yeah, man. Jonathan Simmons is better than he's performed and the opportunity he's been given. Yep. He's, like he's like a guy like Terrence Ross that like needs a change of scenery, I think, and you know what I mean. Like
the guy's a baller. Like
he is.
And what I saw in San Antonio, I was excited.
Yeah, when he came over. And he's had some moments, but he's behind Aaron Gordon. He's behind
Isaac.
He's behind Ross. He's just on a long list of guys that are just in front of him, and he's just fighting for his scraps at this point. On DK, Derrick Jones Jr. What was his price on FanDuel?
4-1.
He's 4-1 on DK also. I mean,
like you have to make multiple teams on DK to do it, but
yeah.
The guy is good, man. The guy is good,
man.
You like them, definitely like the matchup against the Clippers.
Yeah, against Clippers, I like it all. It's just I don't know if he's going to play 12 minutes or 25 minutes, and he's just got to. It's frustrating, but like, if we get to lock tomorrow and there's 1 or 2 Miami Heat guys ruled out, you bet your ass I'm coming here. I'm playing Derrick Jones Jr. because when he's going to get minutes in this matchup, you get 12 rebounds for sure. Same thing I echo with Wilson Chandler. If guys are out, I'll be more interested. Um, there should be like someone. What's going on with the Bulls? Jabari Parker's 4-2 against Atlanta. Is what's his name's gonna be out for a minute. 4-2 blowout potential, probably not because both these teams are bad. Um, it's like a maybe. I'm not really looking to play Jabari Parker.
I liked him a ton. That first game that Portis started. I think I was against Denver.
Denver.
I was like, okay, everybody's going to Portis.
Yeah. I went to him too.
I mean,
Parker
he did all right. He was much cheaper. Yeah, I think that if the game gets out of hand, like, he's a guy that's gonna produce when he's out there.
Yeah.
So if it gets out of hand, he's gonna be out there.
Yep.
If not, he could play 18 minutes. He could play 12 like he did last game. But yeah, anytime a guy is 4-2 with the potential that he has when he's on the court, he's going to put up fantasy points. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and like I mean, to further that point, like this was a number 2 overall pick, I believe, right? And now he's to the point where on the Bulls, he's being told we ain't gonna play you no more. Like,
I didn't think he was ever gonna see the court ever again for the Bulls.
Me too. You know, and then like, boom, they told him that, and it was like next game, dude went down the center, and like, they're like, we didn't mean that. What we meant was, what happened was, you know, so. And so, like, a guy like that has got to be, like, you know, whatever minutes he's going to get, he's got to prove that he still got it. Like, he wants that next paycheck. He's, you know, like, some team's going to see him and be like, we could use that, you know, like. And a lot of times this time of year, guys like him get traded from a team that's doing nothing to a playoff contender. And, like, you know, things change. Like, AD gets hurt, you know, and, it's going to be actually a month till he goes back. So now they're like, let's go grab another body, and they go get a Jabari Parker, and like opportunities happen that way. So, yeah, he is going to be trying to do whatever he can out there. Because like when the Bulls tell you like we ain't got no more room for you, and you're basically one step away from being Carmelo Anthony, it's like, oh, that check's about to stop coming in, and like he's still young, you know what I mean?
And he's from Chicago.
Yeah, he is.
It's just the injury thing.
Yeah.
And he doesn't play very good defense, of course.
No. And I think he came into camp out of shape this year, you know, like.
Yeah, he did. He did. He's too good to not be in the rotation for the Bulls, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But
for the Bulls, like definitely. Like Chandler Hutchinson is not better than him, but Chandler Hutchinson is young and they want to see what they got, and they know that they're done with Jabari Parker, you know, so. Anyway, Norm Powell, 3-7. I like this kid's game. He's, you know, of that same kind of Jonathan Simmons, Terrence Ross, like a guy that can produce in minutes and probably could, like, start for the Knicks. But, you know, he's behind Kawhi Leonard and a handful of other dudes. But I like him.
OG.
If Kawhi's out. OG, yeah. OG's going to be out again, too, which is good. I read something earlier that said he's going to miss 2 more. Then we got like a handful of options down here. None of them are like that exciting. Justin Holiday's been starting and playing well. He's 3-7. Gerald Green is 4-5. I don't mind him. Rodions Kuroix is 4K. Damari Carroll is 4-7. Royce O'Neal is 4-4. Like all those guys could go get you a 30 at 4K and you'd be really happy. Seti Osman's 4-2. Cleveland's got nothing. You know what I mean? None of them I'm really that thrilled about either, though. You know, it's just they're there. You know what I mean? Right now, it's what?
Man, I don't want to talk. I just switched over to power forward.
Okay.
And they finally moved Julius Randle to power forward.
So FanDuel basically had a position meeting and was like, let's tighten shit up. We got to move some things around here.
I mean, every game this year, AD has started at center. Every game of the season, he started at center, and he's still at power forward.
Yeah.
It pisses me off. I want him at center so bad because I want the ownership lower.
Yeah, no, I know. At power forward, he's just on the slate, and there's no one else. Like, you know, when it's like, on DraftKings, you know, it could be like Russ and Harden, and you got to make that decision. On FanDuel, it's like AD, and then maybe Blake Griffin, if he happens to be on that slate, will be there. And if Blake's not there, then you fall like another like $1,000, and you get to like LMA, and it's just like he's the only stud every day. You mix him in with Cat, with Jokic, and like
and you get one player
fall.
there.
Yeah, I agree. So, who do you like over there, power forward? Take it away.
I mean, if Drummond is out, I love Blake Griffin. Like he came out. I know some of our dudes. I was in Slack earlier. I didn't play that slate, and he was busting hard in the first half. I think he had 12 fantasy points at halftime, and he came out and finished strong in the second half. Love the matchup. I mean, this is just a nut matchup. 9-8. Man, he's just a phenomenal play. Mm-hmm. He can suck, but wow, man, that's just a fantastic play. Julius Randle, again. I mean, fantastic play. He's a fantastic play. He's 8-9. Fantastic. I mean, just nothing more to say. Guy's fantastic play.
Yeah.
The rest of these guys just don't measure don't measure up to them too. Like I can't go to Montrezl on a back-to-back. John Collins may be God, but those other two are just so much better plays. Oh man, Siakam or Ibaka are okay without old dude Kawhi, but nah, man, these guys just clearing ahead above these dudes. Like, I'm good. That's it. Damn, all these assholes.
Yep.
Aaron Gordon. If Aaron Gordon plays, you can play him and fade Vooch, but Vooch is a far better play. But Aaron Gordon could go off here.
Didn't they just play Brooklyn, Orlando? I feel like they must have just played.
Yeah, they did. They
right?
just did 2 games ago, yeah.
And Aaron Gordon missed that one too?
Let me see. I think
so.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
No. He did play that one.
He did play that game? Okay.
Yeah, he played 30 minutes. That's the game he got hurt. He got hurt.
He got hurt. Game. Okay. Oh, yeah. I do remember that. I played him. He got me there, but he could have done so much more. You're right. That was that game. Okay. Anyway, same things up top here. Blake Griffin 9-7. For DraftKings standards, I mean, we're getting up there, but against New Orleans, if the Pistons stay in this game, he's got to go for 60 or more, and he can go for more. It's such an attractive spot, and no AD there makes it even more attractive for me. I think AD could give Blake a little bit of trouble, right? Hell, even if AD's not guarding him on the help defense with the block, now he's going to see either Julius Randle,
or we target New Orleans all year. And without AD protecting the rim, it's just that much more glorious. It's just glory. It's like a glory hole. It's just you just stick it in and you go to work, man. You just plug this asshole in and he's gonna go to work for you, man. I'm telling you, man. I don't see a scenario. Where Blake Griffin doesn't get a double-double tomorrow. And he has triple-double upside in this matchup.
Bro, to add to that glory hole, Jahlil Okafor is going to get a ton of minutes. And that's who he's going to see at the 5. Jahlil Okafor is going to get him when he's playing center. Jahlil Okafor played 35 minutes and absolutely smashed last game. So, Jahlil Okafor is one of the worst defensive centers, in the NBA right now.
Ever.
Yeah. Ever. So it is a glory hole. It really is. That was just amazing. And you got Julius Randle at 8-4. He's just as attractive as Blake Griffin, in my opinion. Those two guys, man. Honestly, on DraftKings, there is a build for me with Oladipo and DeRozan and these two, instead of going all the way up to Harden, and they could all go for 50s and 60s, and you'd be liking your lineup. So just some food for thought there. But let's see if there's anybody else worth even talking about.
There is. There's one guy. I know of.
This guy for me is in Value Town. Oh, he's in there for Value Town for you
Oh
too.
yeah. I was talking about value. Yeah.
You might even want to put a team on DraftKings tomorrow, to be honest, because of this guy. But Bobby Portis is 5'8" against Atlanta. Like, what's his minutes been like? Because I mean, I'll take Bobby Portis anytime if I know he's going to play minutes, especially against Atlanta. 19, 24, and 28, and he's made value in 3 of those. The Cleveland game was a massive blowout. I don't think this one will be. He's in play. Um, Siakam against Indianapolis. We like 4s against Indy. He's 6'2". He's going to get, increased usage with Kawhi off. I could get behind that. Marcus Morris is 5K against Cleveland. Like, he could easily go for 35 in this spot. Just, I don't even know who's going to be guarding him, like Seti Osman, Jaron Blossom game. Like, I can get behind that. I can get behind Jason Tatum too. But none of them really measure up to what we were talking about up top for me. So, what do you see in Value Town, Cash?
Like PJ Tucker is there. PJ Tucker is gonna play a lot of minutes, but with Fareed there, like PJ Tucker's been playing great, but that's just the guy is a marshmallow roaster. Like he will stand in the corner and just chill and do nothing. So with Fareed there, I will pass. Bam, I wish I could play, but don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know with this coach. I think Bam is better than Whiteside, but I don't know. It could be a Whiteside day. It could be a Bam day. Who knows? Can't tell you. But Bobby Portis, I totally agree. The guy has major upside against Atlanta at 5'4". He can play 30 minutes, but I don't know if the coach is the biggest fan of Bobby Portis. But
yeah, I don't think so.
At 5'4", I do like it. But Kenneth Fareed, he's 5K. I'm. You want to talk about love? I got major love
on DraftKings.
Yeah, he was 3K the other day, and he was only like 50% on. Like, what the? I was going wild.
And he had like a bad game, really.
Yeah, exactly. Like he should have been 99% owned, and the 1% was only if he got hurt in first 2 minutes, because he could have made value in 5 minutes on min price.
Min price. You just
the ownership was bananas, man. You just load up on that.
Yeah.
You just load the hell up. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was unreal. I wish I would have played DK that day. I would have. Oh my god. Yeah.
That means that like half the field is just not even paying attention. And
I don't know, man. That was crazy. I didn't see us. What did you think his ownership was going to be on DK?
Like 70, I thought it was.
I thought it was going to be over 70. Yeah. I 75. I was like, okay, this guy's going to be 75% on.
Yeah,
it was wild. But yeah, Kenneth Fareed at 5K against the Knicks. I saw a report that Cantor is supposed to enter the starting lineup again, which please do that. I make it even better.
So Luke Kornet got hurt.
See, that's the reason. Yeah,
the day before, they told Cantor he's gonna be third string center, and he went public and said, "I'm pissed," and like told his agent to get him out of there. And he's like, "I love New York, but man, this is fucked up." And Kornet went and got hurt, and they're like, "All right, we're gonna put you back in the starting lineup." It's like the same Jabari Parker thing,
Yeah, I think he went to the GM too, like a couple weeks ago. Was mad with his role and whatever.
And
he should be, yeah, of course. He's the most talented big man out there, of course.
And I don't care if he's not really a part of your future. Neither's Luke Kornet. Like, are you kidding me? You know what I mean? Like, come on. You don't need to play Luke Kornet. This guy ain't good.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand his frustrations, but he could just be like a Zebo and just chill, man. Smoke a cigar, chill out, make your bread, and move on when it's time to move on.
Yeah.
But no, I feel him, man. He's the most talented big man ever, without a doubt. Yeah. But back to Kenneth Fareed.
Yeah.
Love the guy to death.
What do you think his ownership will be at 5K? I think it'd be really low.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be high, especially with those two dudes at the top. I don't know, but I like him a ton. Like, the guy has just immense upside if he plays minutes, which it's Mike D'Antoni. So the only reason these guys didn't play minutes was the blowout. Like, this guy He just had signed, no practice, no nothing. I was expecting, okay, this guy's gonna play 35 minutes because it's Mike D'Antoni. There's no plays run in Houston. There's no plays. It's get the ball to James Harden and get the F out the way. And if you're Kenneth Faried, it's James Harden has the ball. Let me go set a screen. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no plays. There's no plays need to be run when you got a man that is completely unstoppable.
And that's what he did most possessions when he was on the court was set a pick for James Harden, which is just an amazing role for him because he's going to get 3 or 4 of those rolls to the basket and score. And then Harden's going to miss double-digit threes every game, and he's going to have an opportunity for tip-ins. Like, it's the best role he could have possibly moved into. And until he gets up to 6-7K, you really should be playing him because he's going to pay off 4 out of the next 6 games, I'd say. You know what I mean?
It's Clint Capella 2.0,
except at half the price.
He's not as talented as Clint Capella because he's old now. Kenneth Faried in his prime, like 5-6 years ago, yeah, he's like the same exact player as Capella.
How old do you think he is? How old do you think he is?
He's probably like 31.
31?
32.
I was gonna say 29.
Like
he is.
I don't think so because he is.
Yeah.
I thought he played like all 4 years in college. Yeah.
Where did he play in college?
I don't remember. But he's just not the guy that's so talented where he's just, I'm coming out. But the guy is all heart and hustle. And I love a guy that just
State University.
Yeah, that's right. I remember. I love a guy that's just going to work harder than the next. And that's what Kenneth Faried does. And that's the reason why he's been in the league so long. So, yeah, that's it. Like, I'm not going down to nothing else down here. I think that you could go to Bolden, of course, if Embiid is out. I played Bolden the last game when Embiid was in. The guy was balling.
He had so many blocks.
Yeah, no, they just killed him. So he's in play. James Johnson is in play, but you don't know. James Johnson is definitely in play at 3-7 against the Clippers.
James Johnson's more in play than what's his name? The white center with the headband on Miami.
Olynyk. Yeah, Olynyk has left the rotation again.
Yeah, but less in play as Bam, I would say, at this point. Bam's 4'6", Nectat's like 3-something. I haven't even found them yet. So that's like the order for me with those guys. Like Bam has been getting between 20 and 30 minutes every game. It's just sometimes, they use him a lot in those minutes, and other times with Waiters back, he's less involved in the offense now, and like he's gonna have to do it with peripherals and like tip-ins and stuff, and like he hasn't been as involved as he was before Waiters was there. Like him and Wade had a nice little 2-man game going for a little while. Like I get all the Heat games down here, and like I watch them all the time, and like his role has like changed slightly on that second unit, I've noticed. So like, again, we don't need to come to anybody on Miami on this slate at all. So, but I'm just, for future reference, that's just what's happening right now.
I forgot a guy.
Okay.
Motley.
Yeah.
Hold on, how many minutes he played tonight?
I like this.
Yeah, like Girl Twat is out. Like they started. Did for Montrezl start again today?
Montrezl started. Yeah.
Okay. Montrezl starting at center, and this kid is backing up.
He played 15 minutes off the bench. He had the second most bench minutes to Lou Williams, but they were in a really close game with Dallas, back and forth the whole way, and the starters played big minutes. Avery Bradley played 38 minutes. Pat Bev played 35 minutes. Harrell played 31. Tobias played 34, and SGA played 20. Lou Williams played 23, and then Motley was like their 7th man.
Yeah, this is the guy that'll put up. If you're on the court,
he's a man of fight.
Yeah, exactly. You putting up fantasy points on the regular when you're on the court. I'm cool, man. You my kind of guy. I don't want guys to stand in the corner and roast marshmallows and do nothing. I want guys that is producing. When you're on the court, produce. He's not going to play huge minutes, but the minutes he's going to play he's going to produce. Yeah. And if you get lucky, then it's glorious.
This is a 3 and 4 for them, So like, if they do get waxed by Miami, like who could?
And they're traveling. Oh man,
they're on the road.
This is like the perfect scenario for it to happen because you get into Miami, you're like, oh okay, let's go see like the most beautiful girls.
I meet you at 4 o'clock in the morning.
The most beautiful girls in the world are congregated in the city of Miami. So yeah, buddy. not LA. I don't know. No. We got real girls down here with
Right.
real big fat asses and that know how to move. Like, yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. If your boy Aaron Gordon's out, Jonathan Isaac at 4-4 is certainly in play. Kevin Knox is 5-1. I actually kind of like him against Houston too for the Knicks. His minutes are crazy secure on that team. He'll play in a blowout. He's young. They're trying to get him as much experience. And he's shown us 50-point ceilings. It's not often, but he's, maybe he wanted to show off in front of James Harden. He did want to show off in front of Durant. And he did well. And that's probably it. But Fareed's going to be the highlight of most of my teams at 4-4. So most of this isn't that interesting. Move us over to center.
Embiid. Very good play. It's a center against the Spurs, so I do like Embiid. But am I going to be able to afford him today? I don't know. Jokic is definitely in play for sure. He's in play every day, but don't love it. Don't love Rudy Gobert at his price. Vooch is in a nut spot. His price keeps coming up, and I like it. He's 9-9. He does have, I think that he has almost as much upside as Embiid. Like, it's close. So I get to save $1,000. Yeah, I like it. So, Miles Turner, I'm always interested on FanDuel, but I don't really like this game for him. I want a game where I know he can get 5-6 blocks. I just don't know if this is it. Enes Kanter and returning to the starting lineup. He's pissed. This guy is a beast. He could go out and get a 20-20 tomorrow.
What's his
and
price?
I wouldn't be surprised at all. He's 6'2".
Center's smashing Houston.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it'll get a little...
Manimal's not going to offer much resistance.
No, but it'll be a little better with Fareed than PJ Tucker or Nene, but it's not going to be much better.
No.
So, Enes Kanter is a monster. The guy is 20-20 if he gets enough minutes. So I do think
I've gotten down to 5-6, and I haven't found Kanter yet.
Yeah, centers are always underpriced on
5K. He's 5K.
Oh, I love that.
I love it.
Jaleel Okafor is 5'5".
No. That's a no. You cannot play Jaleel Okafor. No way. Especially with what's his name starting now for Detroit, Zaza. Like he's where centers go to die.
Yeah, no, I'm not. There's no way that I could ever play him. Julius Randle could be out, and I still don't think I'll play this guy at 5'5".
No. How about 4-6 on DK?
I mean, that's better, but
not, yeah, I'm playing Kanter over for sure.
Oh yeah, I would definitely like Kanter a lot more than Jaleel Okafor. I mean, Kanter is probably not going to play 30 minutes. Like, I don't know the last time he has hit 30 minutes, but if he does, something if the coach is like, okay, screw it. Go out there. We're going to let you play. We're going to let you dominate because that's what you're going to do. And you're out there most likely.
I think that's what they're doing. Moving back in the starting lineup.
I hope.
Yeah.
Because I like it a lot. And then down here, it's probably nothing but Zaza. I think you go there. You could go to Alex Lynn. I don't know. Dedmon is back. I don't know. Alex Lynn can play well.
Yeah,
Zaza.
It's tough when they're both there, though, Collins and Lynn.
Yeah. I mean, I love the matchup. We know he has major upside. It's just a matter of does he get on the court long enough to show it. Zaza is definitely in play for sure against New Orleans. Just a great matchup for him. I know he busted the last time, which probably lowers his ownership. He's a good play, especially in cash. I think you should be playing Zaza in cash, especially on DK when you can play multiple centers. And that's probably it, because nothing else underneath him is a better play than Zaza. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'll run through this thing on DraftKings, but Kanter at 5K is just
glorious.
That's definitely happening. You got Vooch at 9-3. You got Embiid at I think he's 11K. 11's rough. It really is. Like, oh, he's 10-5. I'm sorry, 10-5. That's still rough against the Spurs, but I don't mind it. I like Cantor more, and I like some of the center rollovers like Griffin and Julius Randle for cheaper, better. You got Jokic at 9-8 against Gobert. That's usually a no thank you. I mean, he's going to be really low owned, and he's got triple double upside. Like on DraftKings at 9-8, he can go get you like a 65. I think he's
That's
more
the
interesting.
reason. The reason you play him is for the ownership, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree because I like those other plays better, and they're cheaper. Like Vooch at 9-3 or Jokic at 9-8. Like you play Vooch over him. He's in a better spot. But you know, Jokic doesn't play the typical center where Gobert is going to impact him a ton. You know what I
He's a
mean?
point guard in a center's body.
Exactly. So he's viable. Right. Then Miritic, I forgot about him at power forward. He's 7K over here. Um, I'm fine with him. I think I prefer Randall if I have to choose between the two, but he's still in 7K.
Mircek again is a better play on FanDuel where he's cheaper,
Yeah,
6-7.
he is. And like the only thing that like he benefits from DraftKings is the threes.
It's
He
threes. Yep.
does get blocks too, and there is no advantage. So if he's 1,000 cheaper, like he's a better FanDuel play. I agree. Miles Turner 6 centers have been smashing Toronto. Like I feel you. I don't know if the block upside is here, but like if it's not Oladipo, probably Turner. Like kind of smashing here. I guess you could say the same for Domantas Sabonis at 6'5". I think I'd favor Turner at this point, but either one of them could go get a 40 in this spot. I'm not paying 6K anti Zizic, I'll tell you that.
No, sir. That's probably a worse play than Okafor.
Yeah. I mean, for 4-6, I think you could play, but I'm gonna play Cantor over him. Um, let's see if there's any punts in this position. I doubt it. Like, let me see what Zaza is. I haven't played Zaza at all. One of the days I regretted it. The other didn't really matter because I had like Jared Allen and went for 60. Um, I don't know where he is. Where's
And
Zaza?
they had to raise it some.
That's like
He's 4-2 here.
Pachulia. Where there he is. He's 4-2. Same price. 4-2 is just not a price I can really pay for him. It's just I know he's gonna get good minutes. It's just like I just can't. I don't see it.
Oh,
Like
we don't know that. We think, but they could, like, he could just not keep up.
yeah,
Like, they're running up and down the court. He just can't keep up.
exactly. Like he played 24 against Washington and 35 the game before that against Sacramento, and like Washington's been playing small. That could be the reason he saw 10 minutes less. You know what I mean? So I'm just not doing that. I really like Cantor in this, like, all right, you wanted to play, now you're starting kind of situation against Houston, who has no bigs at all, like at home. I could see that, like, I could just see stacking that game up. Like, the Knicks play inspired ball because Harden's in town, the Garden's going crazy, Cantor's just dominating down below. Reed's doing his thing. I get
Tim
Harden, the
Hardaway
rest,
Jr.
yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr.
Some
Knock the
shots.
rest, Moutier, whoever you want. But you could make a whole team on DraftKings just for that game, and you might be good. So that's gonna do it for the game by game. I mean, the position by position. Um, let's do some top threes, and then we'll bounce. What do you see at point guard? Now this thing down.
Um. Ay, ay, ay. I will say Shabazz Napier. I will say. I want to say Kyrie, but I just don't think I'm gonna play him tomorrow. But he's a fantastic play. I'm not for sure. Mike Conley,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not playing Kyle Lowry as chalk, what he should be, I think. And I will say Moutier over Beverly. 5-5 is just Come on, man. I don't know if I can play 5-5 for Beverly in this matchup here on the back-to-back. Nah, bro.
Yeah, it's tough. I'll roll with Moody A2 at 5'6". I'll roll with um, Mike Conley at 7'6", and I will roll with Chris Dunn, 6'3". Shooting guard.
James Harden, easy. Dwayne Wade, and I'll say Deion Waiters too. Like I think that's just a price thing. 4-7. I like the price a lot.
For sure. James Harden, Victor Oladipo, DeMar DeRozan for me. Small forward.
Miritic, Winslow, Gerald Green. Love Gerald Green.
9.5. Small forward things get kind of ugly on both sites. I got Kevin Knox. I can look at. I got Deion Waiters and Luke Kennard. Power forward.
Man, I like Blake Griffin even more after just what I just said. That Zaza might just get run out the building. He just can't keep up. And Blake Griffin gets even more. Yeah, he gets even more center minutes.
Yeah.
Blake Griffin is the glory hole of the day tomorrow. That is for sure. Blake Griffin, I love, 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 love. Please don't suck, because there's no way I'm making a team without Blake Griffin. I love Kenneth Faried. I'll say that number 2, and I love Julius Randle. Those 3 power forwards are fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the exact same 3. So move it over to center.
I will say Vooch, just because he's as good a player as those guys above him, and he's just cheaper. So I love Vooch in this matchup. I should have said Cantor number 1, because Cantor is just I love the price of 6'2". Don't know. Like, I don't think he's gonna get 30 minutes because it hasn't happened. But if it does, it will be fantastic in this matchup. It's just he's a guy that's not gonna get any blocks. But what Houston does is they shoot threes or they go all the way to the hole. Maybe he gets a block or 2. There's tons of rebound opportunities with all the threes they shoot. Enes Kanter is a fantastic play on the slate. One of the best plays on the slate. Yeah, so I love that a lot.
The rebounds are a certainty, right? Like, plug in 15 rebounds right now, right? Like, I think that you can lock up. Cornette's out, like, more minutes for him. Does he get 15 points? You know, because 15 and 15 is already, like, getting you close to 40, you know, especially on DraftKings. So,
yes,
and he's got upside for more, you know, if that game stays close. If they get blown out, then you lose him and you'd be disappointed. But if that game stays close, he gets like 30 minutes, you know, closes. He's just dominating. We've seen it when he goes God mode. Like, yeah. So I'm with him too.
My number 3 is Robin Lopez, the caveman. If I'm not playing those 2, I'm going all the way down. Get my 10x from Mr. Robin Lopez against Atlanta.
Is he min price?
Almost. I think it's 3-7.
3-7. Yeah, give me Jared Allen at 5'8" against Orlando. He's just been playing out of this world, and it's like the same story as Cantor. He's just 800 more, but you know he should get 30 minutes, and against Orlando he should double. And I'll take Vooch up top. I mean, just centers against the Nets doesn't really need any explanation. And that is going to do it for the top 3. Nation, if you are watching on YouTube, iTunes, Twitch, Twitter, I don't even know, whatever other platforms we got, do your part, like, share, support, help the nation continue to grow, continue to do this show. And if you're not a member, want to check us out, I recommend grabbing a day pass, checking out the content, grab the week pass for golf, which has just been sizzling hot on fire. No pressure, keep it going, but If you want to, I'm gonna play a little bit more golf. Now every week I've like added on to my golf because it's just getting better and better. I made money on my one lineup, and I recommend checking that out. But if not, you want to check out the hoops, $2.50, get your day pass. We say this every night. Check us out. Anyway, that's really gonna do it. Cash, anything else you want to say?
Yeah, no. Golf, we have 2 weeks in, 2 commas.
2 commas.
Let's go.
It's
I hope we get another comma this week. Let's get a comma every week.
commas and glory holes, and we are out.
None better in life.
Yeah.
Nothing better in life than those. Not a damn thing better.